lecture we have seen that the UML, the books, and then we will see now the UML definition. And OMG standard endorsed this object-oriented management groups, that is UML semantics documents, includes the inside views of this problem domain, specify the semantics of the constructs. UML notation guide includes the outside view of the domain, specify the notation for expressing the constructs. Object constraint language specification documents, that is definition of language, that is textual language for expressing the logic constraints. So UML is for what actually it is made for. It is actually made for the three things, that is the problems or the solutions and problem solving. How can you have this for problems? You can specify the problems, you can visualize the problems, you can promote and understand the problems, you can document the problems, and depending upon that we should have solutions with the specifications. We should have solutions with the visualizations, we can have solutions with the evaluations of the problems, and then constructions of some of the things in your problem, and then we do the documentations of the solutions. And how can you solve this problem? Capturing attempts, that is we have to attempt the capturing the things which we are going to get it from these two parts, that is problems and solutions. And communicating attempts, we have to do the communications between these various aspects of the problems and solutions which are being said earlier. Leveraging the knowledge, so we have to leverage the knowledge. Now parts of the UML, these are the class diagrams. We have to do the study first, that is called as we are going to do the study of the models of the class diagrams. Object oriented diagrams, that is example models also. You see use case diagrams, these are diagrams which are included in Unicode model language, and it is actually called as the language of the diagrams also. Use case diagrams, the document who can do what in a system. So who can do the what in a system. So next is the sequence diagrams, shows the interactions between the objects used to implement a use case. Then we will see the collaboration diagram, same as above, different style. And then we will see the state chart diagrams, possible states of the responses of the classes and what transitions are there between them. And we will go forward to the activity diagrams, describe the behavior of the class, response to the internal process, and we will go for the component diagrams. This is organization of and dependencies among the software implementation of the components. And the last one is the deployment diagrams, where we describe the mapping of the software implementation components onto the process nodes and the process nodes also. What is the word out of there? The real world is impenetrably complex, which is very complex, or the crux one. So for example, is a complete model of view would include the DNA and the behavior of the specification, total history, and then parent history, and then influences. So person includes all these things in itself, and it has got a history, it has got a specification, it has got the parent history and influences. And for a particular problem, we are abstracting you as a last name, then first name, then student number, and then course and final grade, and maybe enough for this now for a particular problem. But in object-oriented diagram and paradigm is one method for specifying the word. The same thing which we are going to do with this. The objects, what actually we do with the objects is that by the definition of the Rambam, an object is a concept, abstraction, or a thing with crisp boundaries and meaning for a problem at hand. So this is the definition of object. Objects are to be promoted understanding of the real world, to be used for the promoting the understanding of the real world, to provide a practical basis for computer implementation. Next is decomposition of problem into the objects depends on the judgment of the problems, the nature of the problem being solved, not only the domain. Two analysis of the same domain will turn out differently depending upon the kind of the programs we wish to produce. So there may be different views for these also. So these are the definition of objects. You also know that what is the definition of classes, but this definition is given by these three people which we have seen in the last lecture. A class describes a group of objects with similar properties. That is the class. Suppose we have got a class that is called as instructor, and then we have got the object of that class is nothing but we can say the variable of the class. Object is David Penny and then Matthew Cheleski. And then we see the class as a department, and the department of computer science, department of electrical engineering.